Welcome to this JCSI Jobcast. I'm here with Andy Milani, the SVP of Human Resources at Boston Scientific, to discuss the Dean Leadership Academy position at Boston Scientific's headquarters in Natick, Massachusetts. Hi, Andy. Thank you for joining us today.
It's great to be with you, Brian.
Thank you. To get started, can you tell me a little bit about Boston Scientific?
Well, Boston Scientific is a publicly traded medical device company. Our annual revenues are about $8.1 billion. We have a multitude of different divisions, businesses, where we, in the medical device industry, we do things that improve the lives of patients through non-invasive surgical devices that are things like stents for hearts to expand the arteries so that the blockages can be obviated. We make pacemakers. We make devices that will deaden pain. And we also have a neurovascular business that will do things to help with aneurystic embolisms in brains, that our products will fix that for people. And essentially, we feel good about the company because we extend people's lives and we make products that are less invasive surgically. So rather than someone having their full chest pulled open and getting a heart bypass, we can do things through catheterization to fix blockages in the heart. People can walk out of a hospital setting within hours, vice going in for days for surgery and maybe 6 months later being back to normal. So we're pretty proud of that. We're proud of what we do. We hope that to grow the company even bigger, and hopefully with the help of the Dean of the Leader Academy, we can enhance the leadership development within Boston Scientific, and that's why we're here today.
So you're looking for a person to fill the role of the Dean of the Leadership Academy. Could you tell me a little bit about the position?
Well, the Dean of the Leadership Academy will essentially be a position to oversee our efforts to drive a culture of leadership within Boston Scientific. We'll have two directors underneath the Dean. The first one is Maria Van Paris, who's with us here today. Maria will be the Director of Leadership Education, and her responsibilities will be designing and preparing the instructional leadership modules that will inform our high-potential employees, and she'll also wear another hat to manage all of the supervisory management and leadership training within Boston Scientific that are for our population writ large. So that will be her sweet spot, to develop that curriculum and then manage all of that part of the Leadership Academy. Greg Friedman is here with us today, and his job is going to be the director of the Career Development Office. He will map out the 3-year development plans for all of our high-potential leaders, ensure that they get moved around to garner the experiential leadership learning opportunities in various jobs throughout Boston Scientific, so that at the end of a 20-year period, that high-potential employee will have seen a multitude of jobs that broaden their base so that they have a better understanding of how the Boston Scientific divisions and functions are knitted together, and be a better leader for it because they've had that broadened base that Greg's office will ensure that they get. So in a nutshell, that's what the Career Development Office will do. So those are the two directors underneath the Dean of the Leader Academy. They'll have small staffs to help them do that and run the programs, run what we're calling the Top Gun School for our high-potential employees, and then manage the careers of them simultaneously.
What are some of the key responsibilities of this role?
Of the Dean of the Leader Academy, their responsibility is going to be to ensure those two silos, the Director of Leadership Education and the Career Development Office, get the resources that they need and clear the path for them to be successful. They will also be in a position to be recognized as the key leader developer within Boston Scientific. I'm looking for somebody that has the gravitas to be recognized as someone that can carry themselves and exude leadership. And so that will be the primary objective of the Dean of the Leader Academy, is to provide us that recognition that we are a world-class leadership academy.
What's the impact this person can make on the company? It sounds like a very important role.
It will be huge. This company needs to have a culture of leadership driven into it at all levels, and the Leadership Academy will be the beacon to provide that impetus behind that driving of a culture of leadership within the organization. So everyone in the organization will look to the Leader Academy as something that helps produce the leaders of Boston Scientific for tomorrow and today.
What kind of person does it take to be successful in this role?
In my mind, it takes someone that has an absolute passion for leadership and mentoring and coaching subordinates and subordinate leaders to be the best that they can be as a leader, to help imbue them with the competencies that Boston Scientific has identified that are necessary to be a leader in our organization. He or she will be the beacon to provide that for all the employees to look toward.
What types of career backgrounds would be ideal for this?
He or she should have a background in business or some maybe previous military experience where they've lived leadership with numerous employees every day and have had to go through the trials and tribulations of what it takes to be a leader and learn that himself or herself throughout a full career. I'm looking for someone that's had at least 35 years of workforce experience as a leader in a multitude of leadership positions that just innately and intuitively understands leadership and then can translate that to all of the leaders within Boston Scientific.
What other specific qualifications should they have?
In addition to having previously been the leader of a large organization, a CEO of a large business, if they probably should have held divisional responsibilities below the CEO level so that they can understand what it means to have had to work for a higher headquarters and the challenges associated with that and how to handle those issues associated with it. I firmly believe that to be a good leader, you had to have been a good follower at some point in your career, and someone with an understanding of that has a broad base of experience at leading at all levels, but also having been a follower at a multitude of levels too is very important. The person that would take this job, I would ask them to relocate to the Boston area because I would want their presence felt in Boston at the headquarters for Boston Scientific on a daily basis. We could be a little more flexible with that if it's the right person with the right level of gravitas. In essence, what we're looking for is Jack Welch from GE. I know that he may be busy doing other things, but certainly someone with his same passion and understanding of how to imbue leadership traits within others is what we're looking for.
If you're interested in discussing this opportunity in more detail, please contact Heather Corpy at 774-760-1806. That's 774-760-1806, or by email at hcorpy, HKORPI, at JCSI.net.